Hey, DirtFarmerJay here from DirtFarmerJay.com. Do you know that you can make your own fire starters from commonly available cosmetic items in your home? Yep, cotton balls and petroleum jelly. Hey, I'll show you how. DirtFarmerJay here from DirtFarmerJay.com. Yes, it's true you can make your own fire starters using commonly available cosmetic products in your home. Petroleum jelly and cotton balls. Now, why do you need fire starters? Well, for a couple reasons. If you're going camping or emergency supplies in your vehicle, you always want to be able to start a fire if you're stranded someplace to keep warm or to attract attention, or just regular wood-burning stoves and that sort of thing like we use right here in our own shop. Now, here's the thing to remember. Petroleum jelly, also which is commonly known as Vaseline, that's a brand name, is petroleum, meaning that it is flammable. And where does petroleum jelly come from? Well, it's part of the refining process of crude oil after some of the lighter, more volatile oils are taken off, including things that jet fuel A, diesel, gasoline, kerosene, all those others. You get more and more solids, and this is a highly refined and stabilized product that is used commonly around the home. Now, because it is petroleum, though, you need to be careful with flammability, and in this case, that characteristic serves us well for making fire starters. There's two methods you can use to build these fire starters. One is a wet method, one's a dry method. To do the wet method, we're going to take a gob of petroleum jelly and place it in this Pyrex type glass, high temperature glass bowl, and melt the jelly in a microwave in short bursts. Then we're going to dip this in there, and we'll show you that in a moment. The other method is the dry method, in which you simply take cotton balls after putting gloves on and swirling this in the petroleum jelly, really permeating the ball until it is saturated. Now, I'm not going to do that simply because you can envision it. You just need to put on some kind of latex gloves. Then you're going to take the lid off of this. You're going to take cotton balls and really work the jelly in, or spread a gob on it and then work it through. It's very messy. The advantage, though, is there's more fuel on the cotton ball, and therefore it'll tend to burn longer. And once they're done, we simply put them in some kind of container. These are some take-home containers, and keep them safe that way and pack them for where they are ready to go to work when we need them. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the wet method. The first thing we're going to do here is just get a putty knife here, and let's take out a very sizable glob of petroleum jelly here and put it down in our bowl here. I'm actually going to put some more because I want to make a full set of these. So I'm going to go ahead, take this, and I'm going to go ahead and run it in short bursts in the microwave until it's liquefied, and then we'll dab them in. All right, let me go warm this up. Okay, we have now melted the petroleum jelly, and it took about 3 minutes to do that in 30-second increments, and it kept monitoring, but we now have fully liquefied petroleum jelly. It's no longer jelly. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and take cotton balls, and we're just going to dab them in, soaking up the bottom half. Therefore, I don't need to wear gloves, and we're just going to do this. So I'll go ahead and just soak up, put them in the container just as fast as I can go. I was able to make about 8 fire starters out of that. If I wanted to stretch it a little bit, I could have not soaked quite as much here. We'll let those solidify now, and they are ready to use a fire starter. Well, let's see how effective they are. All right, let's see how effective it is. I'm going to use one of the ones we did earlier using the dry method, and let's just see how well it'll light here. I'm going to use a ferro-starter, the kind of thing that's used in an emergency kit that throws sparks, and let's just see how well it does. There we go. So you can see Very significant amount of flame that would certainly give you enough time to be able to build several twigs or tinder around it and get a nice fire going. But suppose you don't want to go to all of this trouble and you want to use a ready-made product. Well, what we use are these pucks made out of paraffin wax and cedar sawdust, and they ignite really quickly. Don't believe me? Hey, check out this video where we show you how quickly they burn and how hot they are. And while you're at it, check out this other video from our catalog that YouTube thinks is perfect for your interest. We think you'll like it too. Until the next time, this is Dirt Farmer Jay from DirtFarmerJay.com.